Welcome to week number 14 of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. Yet another special occasion, another exciting afternoon of some club rugby. This afternoon we've got the Pirates Rugby Club. They're taking on the Diggers this afternoon. It should be a tough battle for the Diggers. They're currently 9th on the log standings at the bottom of the log, while Pirates are comfortably sitting in 3rd spot on the log standings. They're smiling from ear to ear. They're almost guaranteed a spot in the semi-finals. My name is Aaron Masamola and I'm joined by the man who's played for the Junior Springboks. His name is Fabian Boyson. Fabian, my brother, yet another exciting afternoon of club rugby. How excited are you for week number 14? It's been quite a season.
Oh, quite a season indeed, Aaron. Excitement is building up. We've gone full circle. We were talking about it earlier. Our first match, we started here with Pirates and Raiders. We're back here today. Pirates definitely, obviously, the favourites. Unfortunately, Diggers has struggled. You mentioned they're 9th on the log. Struggled to get the W in there. There has been a draw for them, but really looking not their season this year. For the Pirates, on the other hand, as you mentioned, it's heating up. The season's getting there. We've got 4 games left in the round-robin stages. Then we hit the semi-finals. So I'm very excited. We're going to see what the Pirates has to produce this afternoon. And Diggers, they're here to just enjoy this game. I think for them, gaining experience, going forward in this comp, making sure that they're able just to solidify themselves. So I'm excited. Let's
start off with the Pirates Rugby Club. Of course, in terms of boardroom issues, we've seen a few changes to the name. You might have noticed that I didn't mention the Pirates Grand Challenge. That name has changed. And boardroom issues, name changes, quite interesting. I think the Pirates Rugby Club might come out with a vengeance this afternoon.
I definitely think, there's always a back room of rugby that takes place, unfortunately. And that back room grows and it drives and could also have an effect on them going forward. You never know what that does with the team, with the culture, what effect that might have. However, it's been reinstated, there's been a name change, and I think it just brings back the culture and the history of this competition, which we need to stay true and proud with. So I'm happy that has happened. Unfortunately, on their side, I don't believe there's too many smiles about that. But change is the only constant that we know. And changing back to something that has worked, that is stooped with history, it's beautiful for me, and it's something that belongs in the game.
Most certainly. Let's start off with analyzing this Pirates Rugby Club. They've had an absolutely phenomenal season. We mentioned it earlier. They're currently 3rd on the log standings. They've played 12 matches, and they've basically just lost 1 game. Talk to me about their season. I mean, all started here, them beating Raiders in the last few minutes of the game. So we know that they're a team that can perform for the whole 80 minutes.
80-minute performance team indeed, and we've seen that throughout the season. So they've taken this season. We also shouldn't forget they were finalists last year as well. So they've continued their form. There has been some changes. Speaking to the coaches earlier, just after the warm-up, they've made a few changes to today's starting lineup, keeping players fresh. And I think that has just shown throughout this competition. There's been rotation. Whoever stepped up, they've got depth within their squad. The guys who are on the field use the opportunities. We've seen guys that have started on the bench this season in the first game now become regulars in the starting lineup. So it just shows the hunger and desire to want to contribute to this occasion, want to contribute to the club. And that's why we've seen their success. And I do believe we'll see them definitely in the semi-finals and who knows, possibly in the final.
One thing that you mentioned there is that the players are remaining fresh. The fact that they didn't play a game last week and they're heading into this game against the Diggers, I mean, you can't get any fresher than that. You're already performing at such a high level. You've got a week where you don't have to play rugby. You're coming out into this week and you've got a lot to prove. I mean, the lads are hungry to play some rugby.
100%, and you're facing a side like the Diggers. And no disrespect to the Diggers, but the opposition that they're facing this afternoon, the team that finds themselves for the first time in the top league. So it's not the strongest opposition they'll be facing. So it gives also this side an opportunity to prepare for that semi-final. Give guys who hasn't had much game time, some more game time, making sure with whatever happens going in from here on forward, they've got that opportunity, they're fresh, they're ready to contribute. So it just shows the maturity in the coaching level as well. So kudos to the coaching staff and management with that.
Let's shift our focus over to the Diggers. The one thing that really stands out to me about this team, of course, we can look at their positioning on the log. They're 9th on the log. They played 12 matches. They haven't won a single game. But even when you look at the squad, they're always smiling, they're always positive. I mean, one member in their management structure, Ricky, someone that we chat to quite often, he's always positive and singing the praises of these lads that put their body on the line every single week.
100%, I think that's needed, and kudos to Rick from the top in terms of management, same with the coaching staff as well. You're going to need to keep these guys positive. We've seen what they can do on the field, and they're a team that comes within the dying minutes of the game, quickly score 4 or 5 tries, and that's the thing that Pirates will have to be conscious of this afternoon. If they don't pull this game away from from them, the last 20 minutes could really become an interesting encounter. So Diggers, yes, they're finding their feet, but we've seen the approach to the game as one that's always been positive, and that's what we need. We need that in the spirit of the game to promote it going forward if they want to stay in this league, and hopefully for them they can take some positives from this game as well.
You talk about approach. Let's focus maybe on Coach Jordan for the Diggers. What are some of the changes that he might want to bring into the squad, and maybe just a focus or a game plan for this week? Because we know what happened last week. Quite a tough battle against Wits. Wits claiming the W there. So they are looking for their first victory. It will be quite a tough battle. One would say it's almost an impossible task for them to beat Pirates this afternoon. But there's always opportunities for the players to learn. There's always an opportunity for the coach to work on a few things. What are some of those focus areas in terms of your analysis?
From that perspective, and I always say you want to give yourself an opportunity, and that's what he's done. We saw in the first game with Jordan being present against Wits how they operated that first 10 minutes. We spoke about their defensive structures. That was changed. We saw how that happened. Unfortunately, they have lost a couple of crucial players. So for him, it's all about rebuilding. And with rebuilding, you're going to take a few knocks, unfortunately. For them, the knocks has been keep on happening. So for me, you want to start better. We know they've got a strong finish.
Yeah.
Make sure that your defensive lines are working. And most importantly, obviously, the area I focus on is set phases. You want to make sure you win possession, keep possession, and give yourself an opportunity. So for me, it's control the controllables, give yourself an opportunity, and you never know what might happen at the end.
Fabian, let me put you on the spot. Where will this game be won? Is it either backline players or the forwards? We know that the Diggers are very, very strong when it comes to their forward pack, but also the Pirates Rugby Club, they've got a few quick men in their backline.
They've got it. So I'm going to remain neutral. I'm going to play Switzerland on this one. The defensive line is going to determine who wins this one. So it won't be backs, it won't be forwards. Definitely, obviously, that's the starting point. So set phases for both teams are going to be crucial. If Pirates wants to win this one, they're going to have to make sure they secure their own ball. We know Diggers has got a strong, formidable scrumming outfit as well. So set phases, but most importantly, it's going to be defensive structures, who fronts up on defense and who protects their goal line the best.
Most certainly. Just one more talking point. Let's paint a picture in terms of the atmosphere. We know that the Pirates Rugby Club has a loyal supporters base. The stands behind us are filling up. The atmosphere is quite vibey. The drinks are flowing. The music is going. Just talk to me about the vibe right here at the Pirates Rugby Club for week number 14.
Oh, it's great to see week number 14 that hasn't slowed down, actually picked up in that regard. I mean, after our first one, we saw what vibe. Pirates always been a vibey atmosphere. However, you can see that crowds have come out in drips this afternoon, so it's good to see that the crowds are out as well. Supporters are here. Boerewors rolls are flowing. So anyone who's in the Greenside area, you've got nothing to do this afternoon. Currie Cup Rugby is playing in the clubhouse. We'll be on afterwards. Great festivities this afternoon. We ate in for an exciting game of rugby as well.
Most certainly, it is week number 14 of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. The big battle that lies ahead this afternoon, it is Pirates, the home team. They're taking on a Diggers, a team with a lot to prove this afternoon. We'll go straight up to commentary. The Springbok, Lionel Mapu, will take you through the teams.
Lovely.
As we look today, a team that's third on the log playing against a team that's struggling at the moment, Diggers, which is ninth on the log. It's going to be a tough one for them this afternoon here. Obviously coming from a huge loss last week. As we look at the team sheet for today, as we look at the forwards, pretty much unchanged team from last week. We have Dubs Mudubela, Dwayne van der Walt, and Mac Mutabanengwe in the front row there. We have Kieran Favia, Sihle Zondo, Wandile Shilembe, Matemba Ndluli, and Simandlala Nkwali at the number 8. At the number 9, we have Alerato Mupi, Alessandro dos Ramos, Sibake Ngobe, Kaik Isel, Teboho Tsanse, Renier Void, and on the fullback we have Phoenix Chwala. Guys coming from the bench, as you see there, is going to have a big impact to make here this afternoon for the Diggers. As we look at the home team, this afternoon has a few changes. It looks like they gave a few of the players a rest. As we look at the forward pack, we have Shingi Nyangani, Liam Larkin, Dylan Barkos, Velapen Kumalo, Sean Otto, Nathan Laners, Libo Geza, the captain, Brandine in number 8. Look at the firing backline here. We have Felisande Mziliani, Keegan Lavau, Ulanga Mukendi, Tony Buata, Archie Kata, and Hanso on the number 14, and David Carey running things at fullback here this afternoon. Wonderful day to play some running rugby. We have the sun out here this afternoon. The players are ready, and obviously the teams are ready to play some running rugby this afternoon here, Aaron.
Ready for action as we see the teams running onto the field. The Diggers, a team with so much to prove this afternoon. They're taking to the field at the moment. We do know that this is a happy fortress for the Pirates Rugby Club. They play with confidence, they play with flair, and when you look at their log position, currently third on the lag standings, this is going to be quite a tough battle for the Diggers this afternoon. In terms of your analysis of this game, how important is it for Pirates to continue their winning momentum, and maybe some positives that the Diggers can take from this encounter?
Obviously, the Pirates, it's a home game. They gave a lot of players a little bit of a rest. You see there's a lot of changes in the team, but they're allowed to make a few changes because they have a great squad. As we've seen how strong they are throughout the season. And for them, it's obviously just about getting the W here this afternoon. For the Diggers, it will be quite a tough mountain to climb here this afternoon. They come from a heavy loss last week. Obviously, they're going to want to be more positive on the attack and in defense this week here at Pirates Rugby Club. So it's going to be a tough one for them. They're going to have to dig deep, play as a team together, stick to the structures. But we have a good game on our hands this afternoon.
Most certainly. The one thing that we mentioned last week about this Diggers outfit is they know how to end games on a strong note. Being physical and just gaining that momentum. Of course, this afternoon, Lionel, they have to start a lot better, at least in the first 20 minutes, assert their dominance, because we saw them do that against Wits, but unfortunately it was in the last 20 minutes of that game.
Again, they started well last week. Hopefully they'll have a good start now as well, but they will obviously want to keep that for the whole 80 minutes, as we've seen last week as well, that they fall a little bit off the park a little bit going into later stages of the game, and they're going to get punished if they don't stick to their structures and stay in the game in this particular game.
Most certainly. Diggers with ball in hand. We're about to see kickoff. It is week number 14 of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. And there it is. We've got kickoff from the Diggers. Nice, easy touch pointer by Pirates.
Great exit there by the Pirates team. Textbook stuff. You don't want to play in your own half. As we see Diggers here with a throw in and line out. They obviously want to start well today.
They have to start well. First lineouts of the afternoon. Poor execution by the Diggers. Turnover ball here by the Pirates as they run straight into contact with confidence. Taking their time at ruck time. Fortunately, that ball not going to hand.
Early mistakes here from both teams. Diggers with ball in hand in the middle of the field. See a box kick there from the number 9 Mupi. Gadget there by Diggers again.
Quite a scrappy affair in the first few minutes of this encounter. But there's the Diggers with ball in hand. They're moving with confidence. They're moving with flair. Building the phases slowly but surely. The Big Mac, the man is looking to muscle his way through this defensive line of the Pirates Rugby Club.
Unfortunately, went too high in this carry at the moment, and the Pirates players just trying to keep them up there to get the ball back. As you see a maul in the middle of the field here by the Diggers, and he's still going forward, he's still moving.
Diggers using their big men, pushing their way through, looking to bully the defense of the Pirates Rugby Club. Penalty going the way of the Pirates Rugby Club.
Definitely the big Max carry was a little bit too high there, and obviously affords Pirates the opportunity to keep the ball up and obviously to get the short-arm penalty.
Without a doubt, the one thing that we can see already so early on in this encounter, we are 2 minutes into this battle. It is week number 14, is the fact that the Diggers rely on that forward pack, and that's an area that they will have to use throughout this encounter to gain a slight advantage of this Pirates Rugby Club. We know that Pirates, once you give them the ball in hand, you give them a gap, it's going to be a long afternoon for you because they know how to play fast running rugby. First scrum of the afternoon. Quick feed here by Pirates.
Great scrum by this Pirates team. They have the advantage, opportunity to play the ball out wide. So they do. Great carry there by the number 14, Gantso. Pirates on the attack here, building the phases, building attacking pressure. Lavaux.
Pirates spreading the ball with confidence. Great passes. As I say that, unfortunately, that pass not going to hand. Penalty going the way of the Pirates Rugby Club. Should be an easy exit here, Lionel.
Definitely.
They've done it before.
Good kick by
More
Kevin.
of the same.
Definitely. Good kick here by Kevin. Obviously put them in a good position to attack against this Diggers team at the moment. There's little mistakes early in the game creeping in, and obviously Diggers does not want to do that all 80 minutes.
If they do that, it's going to be a long, long afternoon for this Diggers outfit. First line out for Pirates. Shaky execution.
Diggers with ball on the attack in the midfield. Good carry from number 12, Kyle Eisel. Diggers still with possession. Number 13 there fighting there, Teboho Tsansi. They want to play in their own half here, obviously. Turnover ball, Pirates have the ball and looking to attack. Moving the ball out wide.
Being patient at ruck time is Pirates. Spreading that ball to Bakos.
Playing the ball out wide there. Unfortunately, pass going behind the back of the number 13. The ref will bring them back for a knock-on.
One thing that I'm noticing about this field is that it's dry. It's perfect for fast-running rugby. You're a man that has spent some time out in the wing position. Lionel, how important will that be? Just being able to use your gaps, finding those moments for you to make the scoreboard tick.
Obviously, this Pirates team looks dangerous here in the early stages, and they have the wingers to finish. So they're playing a good structure right now, obviously sucking the Diggers in the midfield and taking the ball out wide to the fast wingers. The playing pitch at the moment, you said it's a bit sandy out there, looks a bit hard out there as well. So I don't think the guys want to be on the floor today.
Without a doubt, first scrum for the Diggers. Big moment for their forward pack. We know they love scrum time. They're often smiling from ear to ear. Let's see how they use the scrum. Great execution of the scrum. Diggers with ball in hand. Pirates playing a very high defensive line. Diggers taking their time, weighing their options.
Good carry there by the Diggers team, still keeping ball in hand. But Pirates defense are standing strong. Mupi with the ball, getting it out there to his forwards. Diggers are going nowhere at the moment. They're just playing in their own half.
It almost looks like they're moving backwards. Credit to this very high defensive line from the Pirates Rugby Club, almost suffocating the Diggers at the moment, even though the Diggers have the ball in hand, using their quick feet at the moment, looking for a gap.
Definitely, they might obviously be looking to kick this ball at this moment. We have great defense by the Pirates team.
Another box kick here by the Diggers. Looking to chase the ball. Fantastic tackle.
Great hit there by Kyle Eisel, the captain of this Diggers team.
Pirates spreading the ball with confidence.
Bring it back! Bring it back!
Looking for the offload, unfortunately not finding his man, but he keeps the ball. Gains a few meters with ball in hand.
Scrappy at breakdown as Pirates come away with the ball again. Almost a half break there. Well done, as we see number 15, David Carey for Pirates.
Number 15, Carey seeing the try line. Quick tap and run here by the Pirates Rugby Club.
Great score there by Hunt. So quick thinking there, quick tap by Pirates, catching the Diggers team but napping at the moment.
You spoke about it. It is very dangerous for the Diggers to allow Pirates to play so deep within their territory. That moment when they had an opportunity, it was Carey that ran about 30 meters. He saw the try line. Great tackle by the Diggers. Quick tap and run by the Pirates Rugby Club. And then it was Hancho who was able to cross the chalk for the first try for the Pirates Rugby Club. 8 minutes in, Pirates Rugby Club, they find themselves on 5 points. Question is, can they add 2 more points to their tally?
Struggling signs here for this Diggers team. They have the ball in hand, but they can't seem to obviously break through the defense line of this Pirates team. And also on the defense, there's a few cracks on the defense line. That's where Pirates obviously saw that opportunity to break straight through the middle for Hansen to score. Laval with the 2 points.
9 minutes into this encounter, Pirates Rugby Club playing with confidence, playing with flair. They're currently on 7 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point. We spoke about it in the build-up, Lionel. The fact that you can't give this Pirates outfit an opportunity. You look at their record this season. They've played 12 matches. They've lost just a single game. If you don't know your story, you're going to have a long 80 minutes when you play against this Pirates Rugby Club.
Certainly.
And the Diggers will be looking to fix those mistakes early on.
Certainly for Diggers. Hopefully it's not worrying signs. It's still a long game, 80 minutes ahead.
Pirates unfortunately not gathering that high ball, but they still have ball in hand.
Intercept by Big Mac. Amazing signs here this afternoon. Diggers with ball in hand in the Pirates 22.
Diggers looking to push their way through this defense.
Again, moving almost sort of backwards there by the Diggers team.
Rubber kick here by the Diggers.
Ball,
very, very close. For a second there, you would have thought that player was running hurdles.
Somebody just went over the fence there. Is he okay? Somebody check on him.
He's perfectly fine. He looks like a hurdle athlete to me.
Yeah, the Diggers obviously a great attacking opportunity, having ball in hand, choosing to kick the ball. Unfortunately, his ball went a little bit too long.
The one thing that we picked up there is that some of these Diggers players can play multiple positions. Big Mac looking like a backline player there for a second with that fantastic intercept.
He would have fancied himself being Brian Abana.
He looked good for a few meters there.
Yes.
Second scrum of the afternoon for the Pirates Rugby Club. Fantastic scrum here. Diggers not shying away from the competition.
Great play there, Laveau with the kick outside his 22. Great kick there by the captain, Keegan Laveau, bringing Pirates straight into the Diggers half.
These are the dangerous moments for this Diggers outfit. We've seen this play before so many times throughout the season. Should be an easy line out here, even though their first few lineouts for both teams have been a little bit shaky. But the Diggers have to be alert and sharp, so deep within their territory.
They do definitely have to clean up the lineouts, otherwise there will be no way in this game. Again, turnover for Pirates. Oh, turnover again for Diggers. Diggers with ball in hand.
Diggers picking up the scraps, choosing to run the ball out of their territory. Yet again, Pirates almost suffocating them, not allowing them to breathe.
Almost intercept there by the Pirates, and Pirate has the ball in hand. Great attacking opportunity, and Laveau takes the ball out wide. What numbers out wide? That's the Pirates team. Great stepping there by the number 13, going to the outside kata. Unfortunately, Ball going forward there a little bit. Backwards, say the ref.
Referee calling them back. Penalty going the way of the Pirates Rugby Club. So dangerous are Pirates with ball in hand. We saw them there spreading the ball with confidence. Diggers sweating, feeling a little bit nervous.
Definitely Pirates with ball in hand is very dangerous, and they look like they have a lot of numbers, and they have a little numbers outside, playing wide, and they get the meters on the outside. Unfortunately there's a high tackle there from the Digger side, and giving the Pirates opportunity to get into the 22. Be interesting to see what Pirates are going to do here, maybe utilize the rolling maul here.
Second line out for Pirates. They'll be looking for their first successful line out this afternoon. Little bit shaky, but they've got the ball in hand. Taking their time, looking to use their forward pack.
Pirates forwards looking to build pressure here.
Penalty going the way of the Pirates Rugby Club.
Try converted. Try converted. So try by the Pirates. We don't know who scored there. Hopefully we'll see now. Obviously the Pirates got there, and obviously they went over with their big forwards. It's just there, the ref showing that it was put down on the line.
Second try of the game for the Pirates Rugby Club. They're up to 12 points. 14 minutes into this encounter.
Pirates almost scoring at will when they get into the Diggers 22.
The Diggers are about to have a long afternoon.
We said that last week, and we hope that it won't be so this week. Hopefully they have learned whatever happened last week, but at the moment they're making costly mistakes, little mistakes that obviously give Pirates the opportunity to attack and get into the 22.
Laveau looking to add 2 more points to their tally. Taking his time, going through his process. There it is, conversion slotted away. Pirates Rugby Club up to 14 points. 15 minutes into this encounter. The Diggers Rugby Club, they're still searching, looking for their first points of this encounter.
As we look at the body language of this Diggers team here this afternoon, we're obviously just 15 minutes in the game, and see how they're walking and with no real urgency. And that's going to cost them, obviously, especially going on later in the game.
Body language says it all. Coach Jordan will be trying to motivate these lads to keep focused, to keep their head in the game. It's still a long game to play, still 65 minutes. A lot can change.
Good clearance there by Keegan Laveau. Textbook rugby from Pirates this afternoon.
The one clear difference between these two teams is so often when Pirates find themselves deep within their territory, they go for the easy option. Just simply kicking the ball into touch, alleviating the pressure, where on the other hand, the Diggers, they choose to run the ball outside their territory, which is quite interesting from a tactics perspective.
Definitely a difference here this afternoon. Obviously, Pirates sticking to their structures. Turnover ball there, Pirates have ball in hand, great carry there by the number 3.
Laveau spreading that ball. Hot potato there for a second. That ball almost being dropped by Pirates, but they still have it in hand. Taking their time at ruck time.
Laveau taking it out wide, carrying the midfield to the backs. Ruck ball quite slow here for Pirates team.
Bakos looking to bully his way through. Pirates pushing him, Diggers pushing him back.
Again, Laveau's finding space deep in the 22 of this Diggers team. Great chase here by Pirates, gathering the ball again. What a great kick from Laveau, and a great chase there by the Pirates number 8 man, Brandine.
For a second there, Diggers were feeling a little bit nervous. We thought that found touch.
Definitely they've been put under pressure here by the Pirates team.
More of the same here, Lionel. Copy and paste. Similar to their second try that we saw earlier.
Well, hopefully Diggers can win this line out here. Otherwise, they'll feel the pain here at the House of Pain Pirates Rugby Club.
The Big Mac. He takes that line out ball. Actually, their first successful line out this afternoon for the Diggers.
Mopi looking to clear.
Another box kick. Great take by the Pirates, Grammy. Running with confidence. Great takedown by the Diggers.
Quick ball there for Pirates again. Through the hands in the back line. Mukendi with the ball, stepping in the inside. Quick ruck again there for Pirates. Building the pressure now with the defense and the forwards.
Pirates gaining meters. Spread the ball. Unfortunately, the ball not going to hand there. Bakos, he picks it up. Diggers not shying away.
Pirates with the overlap here on the side. Number 8, Brandine, strolling in to score for the Pirates team.
Try number 3 for the Pirates Rugby Club. The 8th man, Dean, he adds his name to the scoreboard. 19 minutes in. It's almost like the Pirates Rugby Club are chasing the time here in terms of points. 19 minutes in, they find themselves on 19 points. Eish, the Diggers are struggling. First stanza of the game. Hey, it's a little bit tough, Lionel. Give them some advice.
Definitely struggling here, as you see Pirates playing a great rugby, obviously. Knowing when to run, knowing when to kick for this Diggers team. Unfortunately, their defense structures obviously letting them down there, as we saw one of the tight forwards being on the outside there. That's why the Pirates could spread that ball so wide easily, and the number 8 scoring in the corner there. If the Diggers won't clean up their act, it's going to be a long day for them. Obviously, they get sucked in by the Pirates attack, which is so good this afternoon, and they don't have the numbers on defense out wide.
Laveau looking to add 2 more points. Unfortunately, those 2 points not going according to plan, but 20 minutes in, the Pirates Rugby Club, they find themselves on 19 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point. Quick change in commentary. Former junior Springbok Fabian Boyson, he joins the fray. Smiling from ear to ear, wearing a nice furry coat, all warm. Always exciting to have you in the commentary booth.
Beautiful afternoon in Joburg this afternoon. A bit of a dusty affair as well, Aaron, as we see a restart there from Diggers. But no, boys are out having fun, enjoying themselves, and we're seeing some exciting running rugby, which is good this afternoon.
Great take here by the Diggers. Chip and chase. Chases down his own ball. Glimmer of hope here for the Diggers as they're looking for their first try of the game. Fabian, your analysis of the last 20 minutes, just what you've seen from how vital, lethal, pardon me, this Pirates Rugby Club has been, and the Diggers just struggling to get themselves into this encounter.
Struggling slightly, but I think the biggest thing for me, the most impressive element, has been the continuity from this Pirates outfit. We've seen a lot of changes. There's been a lot of guys coming in, getting an opportunity, starting for the first time as well. So beautiful to see that in terms of structure and game plan, the similarity and synergy that just flows throughout, as we see another big scrum there from the Pirates outfit.
Pirates with ball in hand, running with confidence.
It's the lethal ankle tap, but still continuity from this Pirates outfit. And it's Pirates that goes over for the fourth try of the afternoon is the captain as well, Geza. Libo Geza going in for his first one of the afternoon. Great support play from the captain, making sure they secures the 5-pointer.
Captain fantastic, handling his business this afternoon. Great support play as well, supporting his man, being able to get his name onto those that have scored tries this afternoon. Fabian, you have to be a little bit concerned for this Diggers outfit. We know that last week against Wits, they really struggled. They only came into the game in the last 15 minutes. It seems that this afternoon, if they don't get their act together, they might not get their name onto the scoreboard at all.
Well, definitely, it's been a tough one for them, and unfortunately for them, they're facing a Pirates outfit filled with youth and exuberance, as we see the 2 points added as well, Aaron, but to come back, making sure that they're facing a team that's really in for running this afternoon. We saw a great break there from Lunga, support play from Geza, and going over, and it's hard to stop that. One thing you need to note as well, last week we saw against Wits, it's almost like they ran out of steam within the first half already. So fitness really going to play a role this afternoon as well, especially with Pirates spreading the ball and playing with great width this far in the game.
Most certainly, great running rugby that we're seeing here from the Pirates Rugby Club as we see the restart. Unfortunately, Diggers not being able to take that ball in the air. Bakos, he gathers for Pirates. Penalty going the way of the Pirates Rugby Club.
Just to seem that also the outside centre for this Diggers side, Kaboko might have done himself a bit there in that restart, trying to regather as well. And as we see a slight break in play, just tending to that injury, just continue our conversation. And I think conditioning-wise as well, a lot of players for this Diggers side has been promoted from the third and second team as well. So it's really a baptism by fire just for those players as well, even though they're coming up against a bit of a watered-down Pirates outfit, but by no means or stretch of the imagination showing that this afternoon, showing that they're also up for it and wanting to make a good impression going into the latter stages of the competition. You never know, you might find yourself playing in a semi or even in a final as well.
Most certainly, the one thing that we have said about this Diggers outfit throughout the season is the fact that they did make a massive step up, moving up into the first division. And it does make things difficult because the players aren't necessarily used to this intensity when it comes to the game of rugby. As you mentioned, their fitness being a massive talking point. And we know that Pirates are a well-oiled machine.
No, for them as well, like coming into this, they've got a slight break here. So it's going to be crucial also for those players who we've seen they've got great finishing ability in the last couple of minutes. Guys like Tebogo, who's down currently, René Frucht as well on the right wing side, and Twala coming from the back with his counter-attacking ability. They're going to be looking to guys like that to really spark and fuel this team to get any points on the board this afternoon as well. In terms of winning, I don't believe they're in with a big shot of that, but that's going to be crucial for them to take some confidence from this one.
Confidence, the name of the game. Scrum time. That's always a big moment for players like Big Mac and the rest of his forward pack. When it's scrum time, you see them slightly smiling from ear to ear, knowing that these are the moments where they can actually win this game for the Diggers. Pirates scrum. They'll be looking for a quick feed. That has been their strategy throughout the first 40 minutes in this game. Diggers not shying away, but it's Pirates with ball in hand. Fortunately, that ball being lost backwards. Laveau picks up the scraps. Pirates taking their time at ruck time. Finding the easy exit there, alleviating pressure. Pirates playing a smart game here. The moment they find themselves under pressure, simply kick the ball into touch. Give the players an opportunity to catch a breather.
Now catching a breather, but also positive there for Diggers, that last scrum, really applying the pressure. And I think also you found Laveau on the back foot trying to scatter there and really not playing it. Pirates obviously a bit over eager, wanting to go coast to coast yet again, but Diggers really stepping up at scrum time, which is great to see. Just we have another player down in back play, unfortunately, which is going to delay proceedings here. But great scrum there from Diggers. as they finally have an opportunity for ball in hand here, trying to see if they're able to get some continuity going.
Continuity is so vital, especially in terms of building confidence. That first stanza of the game, definitely not going according to plan for the Diggers. These are the moments where they can slowly but surely turn things around. 14 minutes left in this first half. We know that Pirates are a team that can play for a full 80 minutes. Reminds me of that first encounter of the season that we saw right here at this very ground, winning the game in the dying minutes of the game against the Raiders then.
A great line I take there from Diggers. Unfortunately losing that one, but played in the air. Penalty Diggers. Safer option would just be to opt for touch here, gain some valuable territory as they still have a player down in back play. So Diggers currently playing with 14 men. But an opportunity here to really give themselves a shot at securing the first points of this encounter.
Seems like the speaker is loud enough. Fabian, they're taking notes from the coach.
And I might get a call up here, Aaron. Come and do it once a week, but they're in with a chance. They need to give themselves an opportunity, and that's exactly as we spoke in the build-up as well. Give yourself an opportunity. You never know what will happen and transpire in those last couple of minutes of this game.
The one area that has been quite concerning for the Diggers outfit, they've done well at scrum time, being a lot more competitive, but just the way in which they've used their lineouts has been a little bit concerning. So often we talk about the lineouts being a weapon, but they failed in that department so far. As I say that, looking good. Their first great lineout of the afternoon, using their rolling maul.
Just splintering off there, but still going. Managed to regather that. They just need to make sure they recycle this ball going to ground. Seems like Pirates has done a half decent job of stopping this one. And as we said, it just held up, ball coming to an end. But a great period of play there for this Digger side, with something they would have to take confidence about. Great defense from Pirates as well. Getting in there, making sure that they're able to secure that ball. And it's Otto making sure that he get underneath that one to get the turnover.
Scrum time here for Pirates. What we've seen earlier is that in these moments within their territory, they go for the easy touch finder. More of the same, you reckon, Fabian?
Oh, could be, but the last scrum we saw Diggers really applying the pressure, Big Mac and Van der Walt making sure that they get in there. So it would be interesting to see if they can do something similar. Pretty steady scrum at this point as they're looking to relieve. Pirates setting it up, just setting it up to get a better angle for Laveau. Looks like they might be running this one.
Choosing to run the ball out of their territory. Great offload. Pirates running with confidence. Going all the way. Fantastic offload to Archie. Gata. Absolutely fantastic. Adding 5 more points to their tally.
Oh, Carter, no, Archie Buerta, no slouch there to the try line. He knows exactly where that is, how to make his way there. We saw in the first game as well, he got the first game of the season, managed to get his name on the scoreboard. So another great finish there, but great play, heads up play as well from the fullback, David Carey, making sure getting that initial break. But once again, great support play from this Pirates outfit.
For a second there, it looked like the Diggers players were completely out of breath. We spoke about fitness being a massive, massive challenge for this Diggers outfit. 30 minutes into this one, Pirates Rugby Club, they found themselves on 33 points. The Diggers looking, searching. They're yet to find a single point in this encounter.
Oh, you mentioned it earlier, Aaron, the Pirates keeping up with the time at the moment, finding themselves 3 points ahead as we head into the 31st minute of this encounter as well. So hopefully Diggers will be able to put a stop to this as well, or at least slow this train down, which is the Pirates at the moment.
10 minutes left in this first half as we see the restart here by the Diggers. Great take by Pirates. Quick feet, unfortunately. Handling of the ball letting them down. Turnover ball. Diggers with ball in hand. These are the moments that the Diggers have to use.
And Digger slowing this one down, hoping to get some momentum as we see Big Mac getting the ball in the middle, offloaded. Slight knock-on might be called. Referee is not calling that one, went backwards, but a half break here from Diggers.
Diggers will be hoping to use this opportunity. These are the moments that count. Great handling of the ball by Big Mac. Holding on for dear life. Diggers still with ball in hand. Looking to use their quick feet. Looking for the gaps in this defensive line of Pirates. Diggers spreading that ball with a touch of confidence now. Being pushed back by Pirates.
Phase after phase here from this Diggers outfit, really attacking well, making sure they stay within structure, gaining. Lost a bit of momentum, but back now. Another big carry up in midfield. Offload there to Thuli. Looks like he might have knocked that one on in the tackle as well. So turnover here for Pirates with an opportunity for a counter attack.
Pirates looking to counter here. David Carey gaining a few meters there. We know how dangerous he can be. He's been so vital in terms of setting up a few of the tries that we saw earlier. For a second there, Fabian almost fancying a try of his own.
No, definitely. I think he's just on the goose step there. They slightly lose momentum of that ball as well. One looking for the offload support play, but great to see, always looking for an opportunity, looking to attack first rather than kick to relieve pressure, and always seem to be getting the half break as well. So great play from Carey from the back. We've got two exciting fullbacks this afternoon with Twala on the side of the Diggers and Carey on the side of Pirates, both always looking to attack first rather than get the ball out. But it's Diggers with an opportunity here to really keep the ball. They've got prime the position in the backfield, but big scrum needed here from Van der Walt and Big Mac.
It has been a tough 33 minutes for the Diggers, but the shining light has definitely been their scrum. Players like Big Mac, such a vital component to this forward pack. I mean, he's done well at scrum time, but he also had a few great touches as well, great carries. And also for a second there early on, he looked like a forward.
Oh, he looked like a forward indeed as we see them spreading this one again. Oh, almost intercepted there by Archie. Another scrum time here for Diggers. Yeah, Big Mac had a great, being very involved early in this encounter. Great hand shown by the big man as well, almost holding on to that ball like a Big Mac on a Saturday evening. been a good one, but another scrum down here for this Digger side. Prime midfield opportunity for a nice attacking play as well, but I think they might look to just relieve pressure, get out of their own half. They haven't had a lot of ball to play with, but also you want to make sure you play in the right areas of the field, Aaron. So I'm sure it will be an exit play more than an attacking play here from Diggers.
Another opportunity there. They have to move out of their territory. Great scrum here. Diggers with ball in hand, running straight into contact.
And it's the Big Mac yet again with a massive carry up in the midfield.
Pirates not shying away from the physicality in this battle.
Another one!
Diggers still with ball in hand, not necessarily gaining meters going forward. Looks almost like they're moving backwards. Credit to this Pirates high defensive line. Diggers building the phases.
Holding and building, but finally it's Twala who looks for a relieving kick as they didn't make any progress on that attacking phase of play as well, but it looks like this one might have just gone too far and be touching goal with a 22 restart here from this Pirate side.
When you look at this Diggers outfit, there are moments where they are looking good. There are moments where they play with confidence. It's almost like they just need to keep on building those phases and look for that continuity.
100%, Aaron, and I think we've mentioned a couple of players as well, but I think it's just throughout the field. You need guys on the field who's up and ready for this level. Guys still gaining a bit of experience as well, as we see Ramos here trying to attack all on his own from the back. I think that's really where the difference has been between this Pirates and Diggers side. We see great break here from Ntuli, making sure that he goes down. Pardon me, Geza, the captain for this Pirates outfit. Libo Geza going over for his second, as it's a relieving celebration under the try line as well.
The flair, the confidence, captain fantastic, leading his men with a brace this afternoon as he adds 5 more points to their tally. One thing I love about club rugby, Fabian, is the celebrations. I mean, it's almost as though they practice them during the week.
Celebrations always on point there, like always. Nothing shy from a celebration as well, whether the team's leading or not. Like, there's always a celebration that follows, which is really great to see, just in the spirit of the game. See that the guys are enjoying themselves on the field, although it's a battle that's up there. And as we say that, heading into the 37th minute of this encounter, it is the side of Pirates leading Diggers 38 points to 0.
We are 4 minutes away from half-time. The head coach of the Diggers, Jordan, what do you think he'll be telling his lads during that half-time break, just for them to get a few points on the board?
I think that's the most important thing, Aaron, just to get points on the board. Play in the right areas of the field. Also, they're just a bit one-dimensional at the moment. They've had continuity, which has been great, but making sure that from that they generate quick ball and give the backs an opportunity. We haven't seen guys like Twala really with an opportunity to run with the ball. We've seen Big Mac that has been phenomenal for them up front, but also in the back we haven't seen Kwali, the number 8, getting ball in hand, and those are the real threats on the field that you want to give opportunities to. So it's going to be a tricky one to get back because they're facing a strong defensive line from this Pirates outfit, but definitely opportunities where they can capitalize on it.
Great take there by Pirates. Penalty going the way of the Diggers. Maybe this is the moment that you just spoke about. Moment maybe getting a penalty, going for 3 points, possibly getting 5 points on the board.
All right. Definitely, this is something to really get going and make sure that they stay within this one and give themselves a fighting chance, Aaron. Also just giving their supporters and fans something to cheer about. Management that they've been able to successfully make that transition from their previous coach to the new, and really make sure that they're able to do that. As we see another scrum here for this Diggers outfit. Brilliant play. At this point, another solid scrum. Ram was looking to find his centre partner, set it up, just dropping that one out the back. But it's Diggers that's reassessing, getting themselves back into structure as well. Vice captain taking the scrum off position. Ramos, just brilliant pickup from the man as well. Unfortunately, pass just a bit too high from Twala going into touch as we go into the halftime break. And at the halftime break here at the Pirates Rugby Club, it is the Pirates leading Diggers 40 points to 0, as the teams will be looking to get their oranges and some much needed refreshments during the halftime break. Really interesting encounter here this afternoon at the Pirates Rugby Club, as we see number 3 and number 9 on the log of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge between the Pirates and the Diggers outfit.
It is week number 14. We are right here at the Pirates Rugby Club. Quite a tough battle here for the Diggers outfit. They're playing away from home. At halftime, the scoreboard is most certainly in the favor of the Pirates Rugby Club. They're leading with a massive margin of 40 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point. My name is Aaron Masamola, and of course the man that has joined me in commentary throughout that first half, Lionel Mapu. Lionel, we have to admit that it's a tough afternoon out here at Pirates for the Diggers.
No, definitely. Diggers are finding themselves wanting at the moment. They're just nowhere on attack and defense. As we see, obviously, the Pirates team obviously playing to all of their cylinders, kicking when they need to kick, ball in hand when they need the ball in hand. And obviously, when they get into the Diggers 22, they finish off.
Most certainly, you talk about finishing off there. The one thing that Pirates has really done quite well, I mean, you look at their skipper, Geza. Every single time there's an opportunity on hand, you can't give this man a gap. He makes sure that he dots down. If he doesn't dot down, he makes sure that he hands over the ball so that his fellow players can actually score tries. Just your analysis of where Pirates have done well throughout this first half.
Where can I start, Aaron? Everywhere, actually. Obviously, when they've scored, when they get the kickoff, obviously they exit pretty well. They play in the right areas of the game. The ruckers, they get pretty quick ball at ruck time. Their hands are quite smooth. Obviously, in the first half, it wasn't so smooth. And obviously, they're sucking in the Diggers' defense, and that's how obviously they can get the ball out wide to the wingers or to the loose forwards to score.
Most certainly. Now, shining a spotlight on the Diggers, of course, looking at the scoreboard, they haven't scored a single point. Not to be overly critical, let's shine a spotlight on some of the positives that we've seen from the Diggers. I mean, a player like Big Mac, he's been vital. I mean, there were moments in that first half where Big Mac was looking like a forward there, grabbing the ball with confidence, running with the ball as well. Maybe other areas where you think the Diggers have done well, even though the scoreboard doesn't necessarily reflect some of those positives that we've seen.
They're obviously a bit in patches. They play a bit of patches at the moment. They can't string along enough phases to actually put pressure on the Pirates team. So it's pretty difficult to find some positives in that game. Obviously, as you mentioned, Big Mac obviously intercepting, carrying, always there, obviously putting his hand up. I think obviously the team should actually just join him and say, listen here guys, let's play the structures. Let's not go out of structure, because at the moment they're playing a little bit out of structure. They don't know what to do. They're not getting through the defense of Pirates. So that makes it difficult obviously to play the ball. Also, when they do have the ball in their own half, they just want to play it rather than obviously look for space at the back and obviously play on the other side of the half.
Most certainly, the one thing that you touched on there is structure and just the way that they've played. The one thing that we have seen from the Diggers, every single time they have the ball in hand deep within their territory, they're choosing to run the ball, where an easy option that the Pirates Rugby Club have used is to simply kick into touch. Maybe just your analysis in terms of, has this been working for the Diggers, or can they change those tactics heading into the second half?
No, it hasn't been working for them. Obviously, as you see, Pirates, when they do get the ball in their own half, Laveau does great, and obviously finding space at the back. And I think that's what the Diggers team should actually do. At the moment, they're playing too much in their own half. What they should obviously do is give the ball back to Pirates, not give the ball, but kick it long. Obviously, the trust in the defense lines. At the moment, I'm skeptical when I say trust in the defense lines, because there's no defense lines at the moment. But just kick the ball long. Let Pirates play from deep. Because at the moment, they're just trying to play everything and they're not getting the reward and keeping ball in hand, especially in their own half.
You talk about reward, and you've also spoken about Laveau. Just a phenomenal player in terms of just how he's been the marshal, just commanding his troops there in the back line for this Pirates Rugby Club. Just your analysis of Laveau's performance in that first half. Every single time he's made a decision, it just seems to be the right decision.
No, definitely. He's been controlling the game pretty well here this afternoon. Obviously, like I said earlier, kicking obviously when he needs to kick, getting his team, getting his forward in a better position, taking his forwards forward. Obviously, when they do get the ball, he looks to spread the ball out wide to the speedsters out wide, and they do have the space out wide. So his decision making has been pretty well, whether he's kicking or whether he's passing. Pretty good game this afternoon for him.
Let's move on into that Diggers huddle. Coach SHOWDOWN, what do you think he's telling the Diggers heading into the second half? We know that they're struggling in terms of the scoreboard, but what can they change to maybe just get a few points on the scoreboard this afternoon?
Obviously, they need the ball in hand, but unfortunately, you can't play out of your own 22 for them, and they're not obviously getting the reward from that. So it's just obviously, coach will probably say to him, listen, let's play in the right areas, let's kick the ball long. Trust in our defense lines. They will make mistakes. Give them the ball back long. It's either they'll kick the ball back to us, or they will run from the back and they will make the mistakes. But in saying that, this Pirates team is an all-round game at this moment. They can run from deep. They can kick. They can do everything they want. And they're doing it at will. Unfortunately for the Diggers team, they obviously they have to stick to their structures, Make the tackles when the tackles need to be made. Keep the ball in hand. Obviously win your line-outs, win your scrums. At the moment, it's a tall mountain to climb for them.
Very tall mountain here to climb for the Diggers outfit. We are heading into the second half. Pirates are currently leading this one with a massive margin of 40 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point, but we're moving straight back into commentary. The former junior Springbok, Fabian Boyson, he'll get the mood going.
Oh, awesome. As we see Aaron is closing up on the field there, it's the Pirates getting ready to restart this game. As just a reminder, we are out at Pirates Rugby Club this afternoon for the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. We're in round number 14. 4 games left before we head into the playoffs of this competition. Great festivities here this afternoon at the Pirates Rugby Club. So if you're in the area, in the Greenside area, please make sure you come down. We've got the first team playing our second half about to start, but also the Currie Cup games being aired thereafter. So make sure that you come down into Pirates Rugby Club if you want to have a good time and enjoy yourself this afternoon as Laveau gets us underway for the second half.
Great take there by the Diggers. Alleviating the pressure there with a nice kick.
Bit of a nasty bounce there, but it's Kwaka on the way again. Hitting down the left-hand touch and making sure Tony Mukendi going over within the first 30 seconds of the second half and getting his first for this afternoon.
More of the same here from the Pirates Rugby Club. Seeing the confidence, brilliant celebrations this afternoon. 30 minutes into the second half, first try of the second half, moving their tally to 45 points. Mukendi smiling from ear to ear as he adds his name to those that have scored tries this afternoon. I was positive there, Fabian. I have to be honest. I was hoping that the Diggers could show us a little bit of a different performance in the second half. But 30 minutes in, it's almost like a punch straight to the face here for the Diggers by Pirates.
You know, as Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the face. And I think that was what just happened. We just witnessed that. And obviously, Diggers had a plan coming into the second half, wanting to make sure that they get back in this one. But just a punch straight up the gut there from Mukendi going over. A bit of a nasty bounce to deal with as well. But yet again, Pirates capitalizing on every opportunity this afternoon.
You talk about capitalizing on every opportunity. Laveau, unfortunately, missing that conversion. But after 42 minutes, Pirates Rugby Club smiling from ear to ear, leading with confidence. They're on 45 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point.
I think Diggers just need to stay positive here, Aaron. Make sure that they get back into this one. Just forget about what happened in those first couple of minutes there for the second half. Just get themselves back into this one, get some points on the board, and make sure that they're able to get some confidence out of this one.
Diggers picking up the scraps, staying in it. The Big Mac. Penalty. Going the way of Pirates.
Oh, great play there by Archie Kwata, the outside centre for those Pirates outfit. Getting involved in the thick stuff up front. Making sure he puts pressure on Big Mac has really been dominant this afternoon for this Diggers outfit. One of the few forwards that has been able to get them some go forward this afternoon as well. So he would be a target man at the moment. As we see Laveau just relieving pressure there, making their way into the half of the Diggers. And as we say that, there's been a couple of changes on the side of this Pirates side as well. We see regular Michael Masindi on the field in the hooker position at the moment. And then also the number 19 jumper, Dean Featherstone, making sure that he's on the field, also getting an opportunity this afternoon, usually playing in the second team, but getting promoted as well for his good work this afternoon as Masindi. The line-out man finding his jumper and brilliant attacking opportunity here for Pirates.
Pirates spreading the ball with confidence. Pushing men out the way. Just fantastic to see the speed at which Pirates are moving the ball. Taking their time at ruck time. Bakos. Masindi looking like a winger there. Quite fantastic to see how these players are adapting.
Adapting for sure, Aaron. It's almost the evolution of the hooker position as well. If we look at the senior teams and coming down from international level, almost an additional flank on the field. But at that point in time, trying to front up against the physical stuff against the backline player, but brilliantly fronted up from this Diggers outfit, getting him into touch. But unfortunately, yet again, it will be the Pirates that has an opportunity here to put some pressure on and possibly get more points on the board. Just a high shot on the Masindi there, as we saw, making his way down the touch. And I'm sure it's Laveau would be looking just to put this one into touch 5 meters out. Get the rolling maul going, something we haven't seen this afternoon from Pirates as yet. They've just played with great width. But I'm sure Masindi will be tucked in the back with this one, hoping to get over the line.
Masindi entering this one with confidence. We've seen him throughout the season, how vital he has been to this Pirates outfit. I mean, you saw him with that first few touches. Fantastic line out. Grabbing the ball there, running like a winger. We should be seeing more of the same from him throughout this encounter. Another tough part of the game here, Fabian. Injuries being a part of the game. It looks like an eye injury there.
And I think it's a Big Mac as well. I think he's been physical this afternoon, Aaron. Obviously injury a big part of the game, but he's definitely been a standout and making his presence felt this afternoon on the attacking side of things. One of the few guys who's gained some gain line success for this Diggers outfit. As we say, they would just take a look at all the fans coming out to support this afternoon. Brilliant initiative here from Castle and We Buy Cars with their activation as well, making sure that the fans are always entertained apart from what's happening on the field. Even that off the field makes sure much needed refreshments to ensure for a good afternoon of rugby.
Yeah, you can't watch rugby without any refreshments, eh? Whether it's a cold one, whether it's water. So vital to remain hydrated.
For sure.
Even though it's winter.
Especially in this dry Joburg air, Aaron. You know, you can easily, with that much needed refreshments, something for the lips as well. That would be good.
Great line out here by Masindi. Pirates with ball. Spreading it with confidence. Hancho, we spoke about him earlier in the first half. The moment this man touches the ball, you know that something is about to happen. Earlier in the first half, he created opportunities for his teammates. Now adding himself to the try scorers this afternoon.
Oh, brilliant set for his move there. We expected Masindi to get set up in the back, get tucked in, forwards making their presence felt yet again, but it was the backs this time with a set move of their own. And Hancho being the recipient of the reward and that set of the field. As we say that as well, just another replacement to make note of is Matthew Mpofu, another big man on the outside making his way onto the field. So he'll be looking to get stuck into this one as well.
Fabian, when you look at how that try was created, we spoke about it, using the lineouts as a weapon. We know how good Masindi is. From lineout to tries, easy does it for this Pirates outfit. 47 minutes into this encounter, Pirates leading with a massive 50 points. The Diggers are yet to score a single point.
Well, at this point in time, it looks like Pirates is just working on their points difference going into the closing stages, which we know could be vital in securing a home semi-final, which is going to be really interesting. After this game, they could potentially find themselves second on the log, already secured of a home semi, but you never know what happens in other games. So brilliant to see that they're really chasing this one as well and not stopping and taking the foot off the gas as we saw them restarting there. Another brilliant take by this Pirate side, and again on the run, getting out of their own half. But scrappy there at ruck time. One of the unforced errors, one of the few unforced errors this afternoon for the scrum off of this Pirates outfit has been flawless this afternoon.
Pilasanda, he's been fantastic. Big Mac rallying his troops there, being vocal. Playing like a skipper this afternoon, putting in a big performance here for the Diggers. It is their first scrum of the second half. An area where they were quite competitive in the first half.
No, really competitive and gave them some foundation to attack from as well. And really think they need some more of that in the second half, as we see that this is not a solid one. And Ramos getting the side on the way.
Diggers with ball in hand. Chip and chase, not going according to plan. Pirates regather the ball yet again. Big Mac.
And it's Twala with the line break going straight through. Twinkle toes. Twala getting the 5-pointer for this Diggers for the first one this afternoon. Twala getting over for his first, and well deserved as well. Has Twala. He's tried hard all afternoon and finally getting a bit of light into the side of the Diggers.
One thing that I loved there, confidence, flair, great celebrations by Twala, but the crowd also getting involved as they add 5 points. They were looking, they were searching, and finally the Diggers are on the scoreboard.
It would appear it's almost a case of the try celebration competition, as Twala also converts his own try, making the tally 52 points in favor of the home side Pirates and 7 to that of the Diggers. But it would appear it's almost a competition between try celebrations here rather than that of the scoreboard at the moment, Darren. And Twala doing his team proud.
I mean, Twala getting himself into the highlight reel. Fantastic run there. About 20 to 30 meters. But that celebration will most certainly be added as well.
Oh, certainly added, as we'll see. Laveau getting us underway here again.
Great take by the Diggers. Pirates applying the pressure. Not allowing them to take their time.
Might be looking to turn this one over.
Bakos applying pressure for Pirates, pardon me. Looks like a turnover here.
Huge up and under in the midfield there, but brilliantly guarded by the Velo as he got Gary on the outside. Gary David, ball in hand, looking to and finishes in the corner. Gary David, brilliant play by Gary David, finishing in the corner. A bit of an aimless kick there, but counter-attacking a play from Gary David. Well deserved as well, going over into the corner for his first one this afternoon.
Gary David had a few opportunities in the first half, unfortunately not being able to score a try then. But adding his name to the try sheet this afternoon.
Now once again, just pressure tallying on this Diggers outfit. A bit of an aimless kick there, trying to get out of their half by Murupi, but yet just not getting the distance. Unfortunately, Laveau making sure he gathers that one, and David on his outside, ever ready to make sure he makes his presence felt on the attacking side of things as usual.
Laveau looking to fix the mistakes from the missed conversion early on. Taking his time, trusting his processes. Unfortunately, Laveau still struggling a little bit off the kicking tee, missing those 2 points. But in terms of their tally, 51 minutes in, Pirates confidently leading with a margin of 57 points. The Diggers, they're on 7 points.
Oh, Diggers on 7, as we see replacements from the Diggers side as well. A familiar face to making his return to this Diggers outfit as well. A man we've watched very closely.
Great take by Khancho. Pardon me, Geza, the captain for Pirates.
Referee just advancing that one another 10 meters as the player didn't release that ball and just continued to hold on. And it's the Diggers with another opportunity here, looking for the touchline to set up their driving maul, something that has been functioning out of the few things this afternoon as well.
Big opportunity here for the Diggers. We know how vital that forward pack has been.
Oh, they've definitely been vital. There's also vice-captain in number 4, jumper. Kieran Ferreira has been crucial for them at line-out time. So he'll be looking to make sure that Van der Walt finds him to set the foundation for a nice driving ball here. Unfortunately not going to plan, and Pirates stealing that one, being able to relieve some pressure here would be Laveau. As aims for the cross kick, but referee just bringing them back for Diggers, just playing the opposition there in the air. So it will be Pirates with the penalty, looking to clear their goal line.
Quite disappointing there for the Diggers. Unfortunately, that line out not being used as a weapon. And they've used it so well in the past. You would have been hoping for more of the same. Unfortunately, Pirates also being so lethal in terms of contesting those lineouts, putting pressure on the Diggers.
Oh, definitely brilliant contesting work there from Pirates. Really brave as well, going up on your own goal line to try and contest that one, because you're without 3 players to stop the driving ball should you be unsuccessful, but doing beautifully there at that point in time to make sure that they get the steal and relieve their goal line.
Line out opportunity here for Pirates. Michael Masindi. He's done so well with the 2 line out opportunities he had earlier. Great line out here by Pirates. Spreading that ball with confidence.
Looks like Diggers might be holding this one up to try and form the ball for the turnover. A referee showing advantage already. Brilliant turnover from Diggers in the midfield. A great defensive play there from Diggers this late in the game as well, given the scoreline. Just a brilliant effort shown as well throughout. And the prime scrum opportunity here in the midfield. Looking to launch something as we see the guys getting acquainted. I think Bakos is just telling them where to find the best brew roll, what sauce to get as well, and what the pricing is that goes with that.
Or about the refreshments.
Oh, possibly.
Maybe there's a discount.
I think there might be a special as well. I do believe there's a double special of some sorts with a Coke that goes with that.
It's always good to hear about the specials. I'm not sure if it's a good thing if we're sharing the specials on the field though, but it's all right. Another scrum opportunity here for the Diggers.
It's a family affair, Aaron. We're out here to have fun, and the guys are having fun in the field. Brilliant scrum from Diggers as they launch their counter-attack down the blind. And unfortunately, Twala not being able to link up there on the left-hand side as well. They've been dangerous all afternoon, but unfortunately, that pass just a little bit too high for Nkumbe to gather and get some momentum going. And Mima Cindy again looking to find his jumper and launch some attacking here for this Pirates outfit as well.
Masindi coming on in the second half. He's looking for 4 from 4 in terms of his lineouts. As I say that lineout not going according to plan. Pirates trying to pick up the scraps here. Spreading that ball. Looking for the gaps as Pirates. The crowd getting involved. Great offload here by Bakos.
Diggers really fronting up on the defensive side of things here as Pirates launches again up in the midfield, and he's capped another big hit there from the Big Mac. Once again in the midfield on the captain for the Pirates outfit.
Geza.
Keza just getting a taste there of the Big Mac, unfortunately just slipping up a bit too high as well as that attacking play comes to an end, but penalty to Pirates, and DeVoe looking for the touchline again.
For a second there, Diggers thought that they kept that one in. Fortunately not. Geza, the skipper, snatching that ball away, keeping the game entertaining.
Possibly looking for a quick one there, but unfortunately he was the only one. His players not ready to speed the game up.
Michael Masindi likes to take his time. Great line out here by the Pirates Rugby Club.
That was the first driving ball they set up here as Masindi takes charge at the back of that one. Pirates making their way, and it's Masindi going over for a well-deserved one, his first of the afternoon as well, in a familiar place at the back of that mall, getting it rolling and getting just reward for a great line-out effort.
Michael Masindi has been absolutely fantastic in the few minutes that he's played in the second half. He's been brilliant at line-out time. There was a moment where he looked like a winger, and now adding his name to the Pirates players that have scored a try this afternoon. Absolutely brilliant work from him.
Brilliant to see as well, and all the guys that's coming off the bench for this Pirates after they really up the ante as well, up the intensity, making sure that they contribute as well, and not backing down from the effort that's needed to secure this one, given the scoreline as well. However, it's we look at Laveau here, hoping to add the 2 points, as he's been struggling of late to make sure he convert and get the full house of points for this Pirates side.
He's looking for his first conversion in the second half. There it is, the first one for the second half. 59 minutes in, Pirates Rugby Club moving their tally to 64 points. The Diggers, they're still on 7 points. As we see the restart here by the Diggers. Great take by the skipper for Pirates, Geza.
Geza standing strong then. It's Laveau yet again. Ball in hand as they're looking to play here from it. And it's Masindi. The bus. Quite like getting the ball out wide. And it's Mpofu. Matthew Mpofu going down the right-hand touch.
Pirates still with ball in hand. Advantage being given there for the Diggers. Turnover ball there.
Diggers with a great attacking opportunity here as well. We know for them to be a team who comes and scores tries in the latter stages of the game and able to really convert those opportunities into points, and they'll be looking to do more of the same here.
Taking their time at ruck time, using that box kick. Great take by David Carey.
Yet again, just advantage penalty to the Diggers as well. Yet another opportunity here for them to get points on the board. I'm sure they'll opt for touch, gain some free meters and take the play from there.
Touch or 3 points, Fabian?
Look, 3 points might add as we see a quick tap this time around, but they need 5. They need to score some tries, need to get the excitement up. Brilliant counteract from Pirates, but Diggers secures balls. It's Van der Walt that looks to find some momentum down the left.
Quick change in commentary. The Springbok, Lionel Mapu, joins the fray for the last 20 minutes in this encounter. Your analysis, Lionel, of the last 20 minutes?
Either, Aaron, obviously a big positive is Diggers got on the scoreboard. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's obviously a good positive for them. Still a couple of more points to go for them to catch up. Yeah, but the good game so far, especially from the Pirates side, firing on all cylinders.
You talk about firing on all cylinders. Michael Masindi, his addition in the second half has been brilliant for this Pirates outfit. Yet another brilliant line out from him.
As we see Pirates trying to play out of their own half here, something that they haven't done in the game, obviously. There we see costing them there. I wonder what went through their minds at this moment here. They are in front on the scoreboard. Why take a chance and play out of your own half?
Choosing a completely different strategy. We saw them in the first half in those moments, just simply going for the easy touch finder. I mean, maybe the backline lads want to score more tries, Lionel. Give them a chance. Don't be too hard on them.
No, I mean, they've been controlling the game pretty well, obviously playing in the right areas. As we see now what the cost can be for you wanting to play in your own half, so deep in your own half. And that's something they don't need to do in this game, leading comfortably.
Digger scrum here. Big opportunity for them.
Straight through the middle there by the number 22 from Diggers. Ball in hand from Diggers, building the pressure. tackle and not releasing. Penalty for Diggers. Quick tap there by the Diggers team.
Diggers so close to scoring their second try. Spreading that ball with confidence. The Big Mac being pushed back. Pirates applying pressure. Turnover here. Fantastic defensive work by Pirates.
A great deciding to run the ball. David carries straight through the middle there from the speedster. He's looking, he's like going around, looking like going around. He might go all the way. Mukendi has the ball in hand and he's going to jog in for an easy 5-point. Great work there from the Pirates team. David Corey obviously doing the work. Getting on the outside, passing on the inside to Mukendi.
Lionel, it must be nice when you can jog your way to the try line. No pressure, no issues.
Definitely that's how it's been here for the Pirates this afternoon. They've made it easy, made it look easy, let me say that.
Mukendi, he's on a brace this afternoon, smiling from ear to ear. We saw the celebrations earlier. Pirates are truly unstoppable.
Definitely they feel like they can do anything right now. The question earlier, obviously, why do you play out of your own half? And then now they answered me because they can score long distance tries, so good on them.
64 minutes in, Pirates Rugby Club leading with a massive 71 points. The Diggers, they're still on 7 points.
Nothing but pride to play for at this moment for this Diggers team.
Without a doubt, we saw them last week against Wits. These were the moments where the Diggers actually came back and scored 2 late tries. We could be seeing more of the same.
Definitely, we saw some big hits, but at the moment they're just falling out of the cupboard. And there's Geza, great run there by the captain. Unfortunately, his clean is not being able to get there fast enough.
Tap and run here by the Diggers.
Nothing to lose now for this Diggers team. Choosing to quick tap.
Diggers still with ball in hand.
Great carry there by the 8th man. Unfortunately, they have slow ball at ruck time, this Diggers team, so it's difficult to take the ball out wide if you get slow ball on ruck time. Pirates defense are set the whole time.
Diggers struggling to break this defensive line by Pirates. There's a gap as the Diggers gain a few meters. Looks like a turnover there. Hey, Michael Masindi getting excited. Referee calling them back.
Penalty for Diggers, high tackle by the Pirates team. Diggers looking to quick tap again. Wouldn't it be a good opportunity to put the ball in a corner and take the line out?
They trust the Big Mac. They've used them throughout this encounter.
We've seen it's been difficult for them, obviously, to get through this Pirates defense. Yet they choose the quick tap instead of going for a line out and getting them into the 22.
There have been a few questionable decisions by the Diggers. The one thing that you can't question right here is the opportunity for them to score a try.
Line out there. Unfortunately tackled, the winger being tackled out there.
So close.
Great attacking by this Diggers team, choosing to keep the ball in hand. As we see that man, the number 15 of Diggers, just breaking through the defense there in the midfield. Tuala is his name.
Michael Masindi with ball in hand. It should be an easy line out here for Pirates. Then an easy exit.
They might choose to run this ball here from deep. At the moment, they can do everything.
They're unstoppable.
Confidence is high. Spraying the ball again, playing out of their own 22. Getting the meters through the midfield here, Pirates. Great carry by the 8th man.
Pirates still with ball in hand. Diggers applying pressure. Pirates skipper Geza asking questions here.
Still Pirates always trying to build the phases. Now they kick. Well on Laveau. Great kick downfield by the number 10.
Great take here by Diggers. Using their quick feet. Looking for the gap. Offload here by the Diggers.
What an unstoppable score there by this Diggers team. A great run there by the number 11, Ngube, and scored by the number 4, Kieran Ferrier. Great attacking play there by the number 11, breaking through tackles.
We spoke about it earlier. The Diggers have the ability that in the last 15 to 20 minutes of the game, they just seems to turn it on.
Definitely they came alive there. Obviously Pirates falling off tackles there, one by one falling off tackles, and Ngube cutting through like a hot knife through butter.
Diggers gaining a little bit of confidence. 68 minutes in, some would argue it's a little bit too late, but they're now on 14 points. Pirates still lead this game with confidence. They're on 71 points. Similar question to last week, Lionel. Seems that the Diggers seem to leave it quite late. If they can play like this towards the latter part of the game, the question is, why don't they start like this?
Yeah, definitely a little bit too late here this afternoon. Obviously, we see that they do have game breakers. They do have runners with the ball. Unfortunately, they can't put those pieces together.
That has been the story of the season. Unfortunately, before this game, having played 12 games, not winning a single game, it has been quite a tough season for the Diggers, but they always remain positive. Great take there by Pirates. Using their physicality, pulling their way through this defensive line of the Diggers is Pirates.
Great carry there, building the pressure there on the attack. Great carry there by the number 8 from Pirates. Pirates building the phases here in the 22. Laveau spreading the ball out wide.
Michael Masindi. He's looking for his second try of the game.
Barnstorming carries by Masindi.
He's on a brace.
You get a bump.
Just 20 minutes into the second half.
He's just dealing out bumps. You get a bump. You get a bump. You get a bump. Everybody get a bump.
Michael Masindi owning the second half of the game for Pirates.
Making it look easy. That's been the story of this afternoon. Obviously, Pirates doing most of the play. You know, doing everything at will. Passing, carrying, kicking. They've just been looking comfortable here this afternoon.
Looking to add more points to their tally. Of course, looking to secure a home semi-final. They're currently 3rd on the log standings. A victory here should guarantee that semi-final as well.
Great kick by Laveau, adding the 2 points. 78 points to 12, 71 minutes. Still more to come.
8 minutes left in this encounter. More of the same from Pirates. My question to you, Lionel, is can Diggers at least score one more try in this next 9 minutes, making that scoreboard look a little bit more respectable?
I think they can score maybe 1 or 2 more. As we've seen, they can attack from broken play. But how this Pirates team are looking at the moment, I'm not too sure.
Diggers with ball in hand for the restart.
Unfortunately, the kick not going 10 there. It's going to be a scrum in the middle of the field for Pirates.
For a second there, I thought the Diggers are using Springbok tactics there, hey? Rassie Erasmus might be amongst us.
It looks like something I've seen before. Coach Rassie would be proud of them.
Diggers taking notes from the mighty Springboks. The question is, was that deliberate? Was that planned? Some would argue not. Scrum here for Pirates.
Gerrick Steed with the put in for Pirates. Pick up by Bryn. Run around by Bryn. Gerrick with the ball in hand, carrying it up. Slow ball at ruck time for Pirates. Great pressure from the Diggers defense.
Pirates still with ball in hand.
Cross kick here by Lavaux. Almost going into the hands of David Carey, unfortunately.
Not finding his man there, but great vision, of course. It shows the intent. Diggers have to be careful here.
Definitely, obviously, the Pirates team are having a good afternoon here. They can do anything they want, so they can kick, they can run whenever they choose to. Unfortunately, the kick not going to hand there, but they do have the penalty, and Lavaux is probably going to put this ball deep in the 22 of the Diggers team.
Should be seeing more of the same. Line out by Michael Masindi. Rolling maul.
Definitely rolling maul coming. The forwards one in on the action.
They're hungry. That injection of energy from the bomb squad has completely revitalized this Pirate squad. Michael Masindi with ball in hand. Great line outs.
Skew.
Unfortunately.
Get out of jail card there for the Diggers team, and scrum time again for the big men.
They can breathe a sigh of relief.
I reckon we see a 100-meter try here from the Diggers right out of their own 22.
If there was a player that could do it for the Diggers, Twala is definitely your man. He scored that first try as well for the Diggers.
Five minutes left. The Diggers have possession. Interesting to see what they're going to do from the scrum here. Nothing to lose.
Run all the way to the try line, you say. Not even kick into touch.
Great scrum. Great take. Out to the wingers. The speedsters. Chip and chase in the corner. Try time, Diggers.
Looking into the future there. Let's see if you're actually correct. Referee just asking that scrum to reset. Vital scrum here for the Diggers. They won't want to concede any tries. They'll be using this scrum.
Unfortunately, knock on off, bad offload there. Knock on Pirates ball. 4 minutes to go. Nothing's going right here for Diggers tonight.
Not at all.
I mean, they've been struggling all game, you know. Nothing's going to what they obviously have planned. Making silly mistakes, a lot of them. Not putting up the phases. Yeah, there's a few game breakers here and there. Obviously, that's why they have 12 points on the board. But nothing has been going their way. It's been a tough afternoon there for them.
The one glimmer of hope for the Diggers has been their scrum. They've been very, very competitive at scrum time. It's another opportunity for them to show off their physicality. But it is a Pirate scrum. My assumption here is quick feed, then use your backline players to run the ball, get another try before we end this game.
It's definitely a good time to practice some training ground moves at this point of the game. 78 points up. What have you got to lose?
You've got nothing to lose. Scrum time here for Pirates.
Great scrum by the Diggers team, and we spoke about their scrum and it paid off. Unfortunately, a little bit too late in the 77th minute. Obviously, they'll be happy, and you could hear from the field how the guys are shouting.
Getting their bench players involved there always helps when you've got a little bit of extra support. Diggers bench being vocal, supporting their lads. They have had a tough afternoon this afternoon.
Definitely, they'll be happy if they can score more points on the board here this afternoon. As we know, they have a never give up attitude.
Always positive. Diggers with ball in hand.
Great carry there by the number 24. Holding the phases now as Diggers.
Pirates playing a very high defensive line. Applying pressure.
Oh, Mopi with great stepping through the middle. Catching the Pirates defense off guard there.
Loved how he had to avoid the referee there. Great dancing feet. Diggers building the phases.
Getting the momentum here as the Diggers team, building the phases. The big man passing the ball.
Diggers not finding any gaps in this Pirates defense. Almost looks like they're moving backwards. Diggers still with ball in hand.
As we
Great
see,
boot.
Pirates with ball in hand, attacking from deep. Diggers falling off tackles one by one. Taking the ball out wide is this Pirates team. Going through the hands, Ganswe. Slow ball there for Pirates. Laveau with the ball. Brandin carrying up midfield.
Pirates still with ball in hand. Moving that ball with confidence. Great offload by the Laveau.
Great player from this Pirates team. Great offloads. The big man with the pass out wide. Great offloads again by the backline players. Great interplay by the forwards and the backs. Pirates team making meters. Penalty there for Pirates. Quick tap there by David Corey. Unfortunately not 10 there by the Diggers. Pirates definitely has this game in the bag. Great fight by this Diggers team. Unfortunately, they couldn't put more points on the board. Pirates have just been amazing this afternoon. Whether it's kicking, whether it's running, at ruck time, at line-out time, at scrum time. Firing on all cylinders as they have another opportunity here to further stretch the lead. You see Masindi with the putting it line-out. Great take at the back there from Brandin. Great carry by the 8th man. Unfortunately held up there by the Diggers. See, great fight there by the Diggers team at the end of the game. What a game of rugby this afternoon. High scoring game. Unfortunately for the Diggers, it went the Pirates' way. Great play by the Pirates. They've just been great this afternoon. Not doing anything wrong. Few mistakes from this Pirates team here this afternoon. Unfortunately, the Diggers team has to go back to the drawing board. As much as last week for them, high score against them. Obviously the guys not being able to play 80 minutes. The guys not being able to play to their structures. High scoring game. Pirates have the win 78-12. Full time here at the Pirates Rugby Club. As you see, this Pirates just build momentum as the season goes on. A lot of changes for the team, and it doesn't look like they've made a lot of changes. Getting back to winning ways. I think their coach will be pretty happy with them this afternoon. Obviously doing what they set out to do, scoring a lot of points, you know. This Diggers team is obviously to go do some soul searching as they obviously prepare for next week. This competition is not easy, especially for them. They haven't won a game this season, and it's going to be tough for them even next week. No easy games in this competition. As we go down to the field, Aaron and the guys.
Number 14 of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. Pirates playing at home, playing with flair, playing with confidence, putting 78 points on the scoreboard. Unfortunately for the Diggers, came back stronger towards the latter part of that second half, adding 14 points to their tally. Fabian, we've spoken about this throughout the season. The Diggers struggling so much, but let's start off with the brilliance of the Pirates Rugby Club this afternoon.
No, Aaron, really a flawless performance this afternoon from Pirates. It was lovely to see. There's a lot of replacements that came in, a lot of guys getting opportunity to start this game as well. So they'll take a lot of confidence from this. Really a flawless performance, as we mentioned. A bit of things here and there that they could potentially work on, but all and throughout, really a great momentum builder for them going into the playoffs.
You talk about momentum, we have to talk about one of the key and vital players to this outfit, a player that I think we should consider as man of the match for this afternoon, Ilunga Mukendi, a man who scored a brace this afternoon. Absolutely brilliant. Not only was he able to score tries, but was also able to help the team create tries this afternoon.
No, Ilunga definitely a well-deserved man of the match this afternoon. He's been, as you mentioned, on attack, but also just his support play on attack. Whenever there was a line break, he was the first to support, either to get the ruck, secure the ball. Also on the defensive side of things, making sure that the cover defense has been working well. So Ilunga Mukendi, really a well-deserved and awesome performance from him this afternoon, really putting his hand up as well, saying to the coaches, listen, I'm here, I know what I'm doing, I'm ready to contribute, consider me going into the playoff season.
You talk about consider me, players putting their hands up. So many vital performances that we saw this afternoon. I mean, Geza, the skipper, always trusted, always being able to carry the ball with flair, scoring tries as well. We saw an addition in the second half, Michael Masindi also doing quite well. Any other players that really stood out for you from this Pirates outfit?
I think on Pirates side also, just a guy who started was Dylan Bakus, who got his opportunity to start up front. Geza, as we mentioned already. And then from the back, Matthew Mpofu came on. And really the guys who's been performing throughout, but now getting opportunity to take a bit of a break, letting the others position. And also great to see that they're able to transition from being a starting player, then coming off the bench and making an impact. Because really a different role. You need to get into the game. We know we always mention the bomb squad. And I think that's the bomb squad might have come on individually as in the form of hand grenades this afternoon, but yet still making that explosion when they get onto the field, and that's been a great positive for this Pirates outfit this afternoon.
You talk about positives, we have to shine a spotlight on this Diggers outfit. Of course, we've mentioned it throughout the season. They've had quite a very difficult step up from the second division moving into the first division. Any positives that they can take from this encounter? Unfortunately, another defeat for them, but there have been a few glimmers of hope. I mean, Big Mac, he's a player that some would even consider shouldn't be playing for this Diggers outfit. He might get a call up from other teams as well. I mean, a few glimmers of hopes here and there.
Yeah, definitely a few glimmers. We mentioned in the build-up as well, there's always been positivity from the support staff, the management, and you can see that on the field. Last week against Wits, we mentioned the senior players in the team need to step up, and I think Big Mac heard that call as well. He answered that. You can see this afternoon, not just in the set phases, which we know he's a strong contributor, but also going throughout the game in terms of getting gain line success. Another player worth mentioning is Twala as well. To getting a try, starting the try scoring opportunities here for the Diggers outfit, and really players that has been senior that we followed throughout this campaign. I think the lapse of where they find themselves, the depth of players, unfortunately, compared to the Pirates, they can make the substitutions. The level of play stays the same. Where with the Diggers, they're still struggling to build that depth, build the experience, but it's going to take time, and that's what they have. So it's that positivity with time, and guys now like Big Mac, Twala stepping up to this occasion is really going to contribute and help going into the next competition.
Most certainly. Now, one of the things that has really stood out for me from this Diggers outfit is the fact that oftentimes during vital moments of the game, they seem to be making the wrong decisions. I mean, so early on in the game, they almost choose to always run the ball out of their own territory. Just decisions that can be fixed. How would you recommend that the Diggers fix that heading into the last 4 matches for them throughout the campaign?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to the leadership on the field. Coaches can do whatever, but on the field, you've got Ramos, who's really young in the general position. You could see when the replacements came on, a bit more experienced campaigners, and Jock Forster, who came on, there was a bit more control. So I think it's really just decision-making and leadership with on the field, knowing what is the game plan, where do we want to play, and how do we execute that on field. We did mention it's always easy to run it, but when there's opposition, it's a different story. There's pressure that applies as well. And when you have wave and wave of attack and defensive line pressure from our outfit, different story as well. Comes with experience, decision making sure they stay disciplined, and really just playing in the right areas. We know they can score tries late, we see that again, but it's really decision making sure you play in the right areas of the field.
That's how we wrap up week number 14 of the Castle Lager Grand Challenge. Pirates smiling from ear to ear, getting yet another W, almost guaranteeing their spot in the semi-finals. The Diggers, unfortunately, having a very, very tough day in the office, being beaten with a 78 to 14 point scoreline. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. We're back again next week, same time, same place, celebrating the brilliance of club rugby in the Castle Lager Grand Challenge.